The Belgian Malinois is a breed known for its intelligence, high energy, and strong work ethic, making it an excellent choice for police and military work, as well as roles in search and rescue operations and detection. However, these same qualities that make the Malinois a standout working dog can also pose challenges when it comes to integrating them into a multi-dog household. With their natural drive, territorial instincts, and high levels of energy, Belgian Malinois can sometimes struggle to coexist peacefully with other dogs, especially if they are not properly socialized, trained, and managed. This essay explores the factors that contribute to the potential challenges of maintaining a multi-dog household with a Belgian Malinois, and provides guidance on how to navigate these challenges to ensure a harmonious environment for all pets involved. One of the key factors that influences how well a Belgian Malinois can coexist with other dogs is the breed's strong territorial instincts. Originally bred as a herding and guarding dog, the Belgian Malinois is highly protective of its space and family. This territorial instinct can lead to possessiveness or aggression when introduced to other dogs, particularly if the Malinois perceives the newcomer as a threat or challenge to its resources, such as food, toys, or attention. These territorial tendencies can manifest in a variety of ways, including growling, snapping, or even more severe aggression. The Belgian Malinois' protective nature, while beneficial in its working roles, can become problematic when it results in conflicts with other dogs, especially those that might be perceived as intruders or rivals. In addition to territoriality, the Belgian Malinois' high prey drive can also complicate its relationship with other dogs. This breed has a strong instinct to chase and capture moving objects, a trait that was essential for herding livestock in its early history. The prey drive in the Malinois is often intense, and while it is typically channeled toward herding or engaging with toys, it can cause issues when there are smaller dogs or animals in the household. If the Belgian Malinois sees another dog as prey, especially a smaller or more passive dog, it may initiate a chase or display other predatory behaviors. This can lead to conflict and anxiety within the household, as the smaller dog may feel threatened, and the Malinois may struggle to control its instinctual urges. Furthermore, the Belgian Malinois is a highly energetic breed, which can create difficulties when living with other dogs that may not have the same activity levels or temperaments. While the Malinois thrives on physical activity and mental stimulation, other dogs in the household may not share the same need for intense exercise or mental challenges. This discrepancy can lead to tension if the Malinois' energy is not properly managed. A dog that is less active or more laid back might be overwhelmed by the Malinois' relentless energy, resulting in frustration, fear, or even aggression. Likewise, the Malinois may become frustrated if it feels that it is not getting enough attention or exercise, potentially leading to destructive behavior or poor interactions with the other dogs in the household. Another important consideration in a multi-dog household with a Belgian Malinois is the breed's strong drive for dominance and leadership. Belgian Malinois are naturally assertive, and in a household with multiple dogs, this drive can lead to power struggles. The Malinois may try to assert dominance over the other dogs, particularly if there are dogs of different temperaments or sizes. This can manifest as resource guarding, with the Malinois attempting to control access to food, toys, or resting spots, or as more direct aggressive behavior such as growling, nipping, or snapping. The assertion of dominance can escalate if there is a lack of clear leadership from the owner, or if the dogs are not properly supervised and trained. In multi-dog households, it is important for the human leader to establish clear boundaries and ensure that all dogs understand their roles within the household in order to reduce the likelihood of conflicts. However, while the Belgian Malinois may present certain challenges in a multi-dog household, it is not impossible for them to coexist peacefully with other dogs. The key to ensuring a harmonious household is early and consistent socialization, proper training, and management of the dog's energy levels and behaviors. Early socialization is critical for helping the Belgian Malinois learn how to interact with other dogs in a positive and appropriate manner. Socializing the Malinois from a young age, exposing it to a variety of dogs, environments, and situations, can help it develop the necessary skills to navigate social interactions with other animals. Proper socialization should involve controlled introductions to other dogs, ensuring that the Malinois learns to view other animals as companions rather than threats or rivals. One important aspect of socialization is teaching the Belgian Malinois to respect boundaries and share resources. Since the breed can be possessive or territorial, it is essential to gradually teach the dog to interact with other dogs in a calm and controlled manner. This can be achieved through positive reinforcement training, where the dog is rewarded for non-aggressive behavior around other dogs, such as sitting calmly or walking alongside them without displaying signs of aggression or dominance. Owners can also use techniques such as leave it or quiet to teach the dog to control its impulses in the presence of other dogs. Additionally, owners should ensure that each dog has its own space within the home, such as individual food bowls, beds, and toys, to reduce competition and tension between the dogs. Another critical element in managing a multi-dog household with a Belgian Malinois is providing enough physical and mental exercise to all the dogs involved. The Malinois requires a substantial amount of exercise, often more than 2 hours of vigorous activity each day. So it is crucial to find ways to tire the dog out while ensuring that the other dogs in the household also get adequate exercise. Providing opportunities for the Belgian Malinois to engage in high-energy activities such as running, hiking, or playing fetch, in addition to giving the other dogs in the household sufficient exercise, can help reduce frustration and prevent behavioral problems. Mental stimulation is just as important as physical exercise, and providing all dogs with activities that challenge their minds, such as puzzle toys, obedience training, or scent detection games, can help keep them engaged and reduce the likelihood of destructive behaviors or aggression. Consistency in training is another vital aspect of managing a multi-dog household with a Belgian Malinois. The Malinois thrives on structure and routine, and it is essential to maintain consistency in training, feeding, and daily activities. This consistency helps prevent confusion or frustration, particularly when dealing with multiple dogs that may have different temperaments or needs. Clear boundaries must be established, and the Malinois must learn to respect the presence of other dogs without displaying dominant or aggressive behavior. Owners should establish themselves as confident, calm leaders who provide consistent guidance and direction, ensuring that all dogs understand their roles within the household and can coexist peacefully. Managing the relationship between a Belgian Malinois and other dogs in the household also involves careful monitoring and supervision. When introducing a new dog to the household, it is important to do so gradually, allowing both dogs to become familiar with one another in a controlled environment. The introduction should be done on neutral ground, such as outside the home, to avoid territorial behavior from the Malinois. During the introduction, the dogs should be kept on a leash or under supervision to ensure that their interactions are positive and that neither dog feels threatened. The process of introducing a new dog should take time and should not be rushed. Additionally, it is important to continue monitoring the dog's behavior over time, as initial peace may not always indicate long-term harmony. Even with proper socialization and training, there may be moments of tension or conflict that require intervention from the owner. One of the more difficult aspects of managing a multi-dog household with a Belgian Malinois is dealing with the breed's high prey drive. If there are smaller dogs or other animals in the household, it is essential to take precautions to ensure that the Malinois does not view these animals as prey. For example, if the household includes smaller dogs or cats, the Malinois should be closely monitored during interactions to prevent chase behaviors or potential harm. Socialization with smaller dogs or other pets should be carefully managed, with positive reinforcement used to encourage appropriate behavior and interactions. Over time, the Malinois can learn to coexist with smaller animals, but this may require a significant amount of time, patience, and training. In some cases, it may be necessary to seek professional help from a dog trainer or behaviorist, especially if the dogs in the household are not getting along, or if there are signs of severe aggression. A professional can assess the behavior of each dog, identify potential issues, and help develop a customized training plan to address specific concerns. This can be particularly helpful when managing the unique needs of a breed like the Belgian Malinois, which requires a specific approach to training and behavior management. In conclusion, the Belgian Malinois, with its high energy, intelligence, and territorial instincts, can present challenges when living in a multi-dog household. However, with proper socialization, training, and management, it is entirely possible for a Belgian Malinois to coexist peacefully with other dogs. The breed's strong territorial and prey-driven instincts, combined with its need for structure and high levels of exercise, require careful handling and consistent supervision. Early socialization, consistent training, and providing sufficient mental and physical stimulation for all dogs in the household are essential for preventing behavioral issues and ensuring that the Malinois, along with its canine companions, can live harmoniously together. By understanding the breed's unique needs and behaviors and taking proactive steps to address potential issues, owners can create a peaceful, balanced multi-dog household where all pets thrive.